when I start to really feel like I should harp on, I'm a harp on, right? But let me see, man. So we got Young Thug. We got Thug, right? We got Thug getting called out. First of all, by a couple people, specifically BG, right? And shout out to the Game Spitter, man. He the one that I had watched when this happened. Um, I didn't even know. Yeah, so BG, in a sense, and the Game Spitter had it right. Like, so if somebody asks you a question, right? Like, if you like somebody, it's either yes or no. And there's a lot of ways that you could say yes or no without somebody knowing it, right? So long story short, people was asking BG if he feel like Young Thug is snitch, yada yada, all that good shit. And he didn't want to answer the question, right? Now, to me, automatically, like how he said, sounds like you don't want to comment on it because you might think he a snitch. You know what I mean? And that's not an issue. That's not no problem with that. You feel me? BG, got his reasons for feeling the way he feel. You feel me? The crappy kid, what it do, man? I appreciate you tuning in, bro. Appreciate you tuning in, bro. My bad, I ain't went live in a minute, man. I've been working and shit, grinding, living life, finally getting used to this schedule. You know what I'm saying? So, pardon me. And then I honestly, I caught a fucking flat tire today, so I was off my little weekend gig. But anyway, um, so that happened, but that got me thinking about some deeper shit. All right, they got me thinking a little deeper about this situation. So, yeah, the crappy kids, you already know, right? You already know. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I know. It's been a minute, but I'm back. We back, bitch. We back, bitch. Yeah. What's going on, Joel? What's happening? What's happening, man? It's been a minute, man. Appreciate you, Joel. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Tap in, tune in, man. I'm just talking shit. Y'all know how I do. So I thought about this deeper. I thought about why Young Thug wanted to be white. If you look on this album cover, you watch Scooty, right? I ain't gonna lie, I don't listen to I gave that shit like a 5 out of fucking. I tried to listen to the whole album. I really did. But I feel the way Young Thug, and I didn't even get through the whole album. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even know T.I. was on the album. And I fuck with T.I., you feel me? But I ain't even know T.I. was, I ain't even get that far. I ain't gonna lie. Right? But there's a reason why Young Thug wants to be seen as white. Let me give y'all two of the main reasons of why I feel like he wants to be seen as a white person. The first reason why I feel like Young Thug wants to be a white person is because, statistically speaking, there is 5 times, okay, 5 times more white people than there is black people. There's like 41 million black people that live in America. There's almost like 220 million white people that live here, okay? So just off of statistics alone, if we going off of how somebody is thinking about how to sell an album to appease and appeal to a bigger crowd, right? Why not look white? Right? Why not look white? Because if you really, 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 really think about it, people want to say, now, if we take away Young Thug talking about people over the phone, Young Thug being a snitch, all that, let's be real. If Young Thug came out with that album cover, phone calls didn't drop, and Gunna was still looked at as a snitch, and there was really little to no smut on Young Thug's name other than the shit that we already kind of be feeling iffy about, right? Niggas would have called Young Thug a genius. Niggas would have called him a genius. And to be honest with you, I still think it's a genius move. You know, I might not agree with what Young Thug has done, what he said. I damn sure don't agree with him causing a war that a child's life was lost. But we're taking all that away, right? And we just saying, if we looking at Young Thug as an artist, right? Then that would have been looked at as a genius move. You know what I mean? People would have looked at him like some type of innovator. Being honest. Being honest. Think about this shit for a second. You know, Young Thug has always done these shock value-ish kind of ways on promoting his album, and people respected it. You know what I'm saying? People respected this shit, right? Up to a point, right? Up to a point. Not to say everybody liked it, but up to a point, right? Obviously, he wore certain clothing that people don't agree with. I don't agree with, but some of those songs on there was bangers. You know what I mean? I just don't agree with how he presents himself sometimes. But that's not to say that I can't understand why he didn't do it. You get what I'm saying? Excuse me, why he did do it. You know what I mean? So, because if you a product, you want people to come and check out the product as much as you can. So, I mean, I probably wouldn't have done some things he did, but I get why he wants people to just come and check out the product. You know what I'm saying? The Crappy Kid, much love, man. Appreciate you, man. Fuck with you, dog. Hope to see you again, man. I will be going live more. But you know, I think Young Thug wanted to look like a white man on the album cover. First reason, simply because there's just more white people in America than anybody else. That's easy. You know what I'm saying? But I think the next point, and I'll get to the next point in a minute. I think the next point is a lot deeper, I feel like. But I want to say something. When you see white people at rap concerts, when you see white people, you know, at like a Tiny Desk, when you see white people lined up to these shows and shit, bro, there's 5 times more white people there's 5 times more white people than there is black people. So this whole stigma or this thing about getting whitewashed or you crossed over, hey, yo, bro, if you got a hit, you low-key ain't got no choice. You can appeal to black people because you're black, but guess who's going to come to your shows? 4 out of 5. If we just take away your feelings, if we just put all the black people in one room, all the white people in one room. For every one black person, there's 5 white people. So there's going to be one black person and 4 white people. There's going to be 2 black people. There's going to be 10 white people. I'm just going off of if for every one black person, the equivalent times 5, bro, you're going to have more white fans than anything. You live in America. So this whole whitewash, you crossed over to the white side shit in hip hop and rap. Hey, yo, bro, what are we talking about? There's states that are mostly white people that like rap music. Why are y'all even like, when I looked up the statistics, because you just gotta remind, let's just be honest, you just gotta sometimes look up facts, nigga, to remind yourself, like, why are y'all even saying it? I'm gonna tell y'all why they saying that shit. Because a motherfucker wants you to appeal to 40 million people instead of 250 million people. Niggas want you to limit yourself just to only black listeners. I'm not saying don't make music for black people, but I don't give a fuck even if you make music strictly for black people. White people are going to listen to it. And there are also other races that are here as well, nigga. Koreans, Asians, Mexicans is right up under us. There's 41 million of those motherfuckers. I mean, there's 41 million black motherfuckers, and it's like 38 million, 37, 38 million like Mexicans. What the fuck are we talking about, nigga? Why do you think they look at us a certain way? They're like, it's only 40 million motherfuckers here, and everybody want to be like these people? Why do you think you got a whole bunch of white women to act like, because it's 5? Listen, just go off statistics, homie. It's not like I like the stereotype that they be building for motherfuckers. It's not like I'm agreeing with what the government is. None of that. I'm just saying, yo, bro, this shit is mostly white, bro. That's it. So Young Thug making his album cover look like a white man. Blue eyes, very, very light skinned, so they look like bleached or whatever. No, that makes perfect sense. You feel me? Makes perfect sense. Now I want to go with the deeper reasoning why, I feel like Young Thug wants to be looked at as a white man. Now, you got how can I say this? You got motherfuckers like 1090 Jake. That's the only white person I could think about really that be like talking about jail shit. It's like one more dude, I forgot his name. AI Prophet or Al Prophet. Right? So you got those 2 type of white guys who talk about like, but AI Prophet spreads it all across the board. 1090 Jake strictly be talking about niggas, right? But my point is with this is, I know AI Prophet or Al Prophet, I know that they both know that if they were a regular white man and they called the police and they told about a crime, they wouldn't be looked at the same as a black man doing the same thing. Right? So my point being is, I think Young Thug wants to be looked at as a white man because of the snitching allegations. And what I mean by that is, if you're seen as another race, people look at you differently for doing the same thing, right? Because let's be honest, if a black man call and say, hey, look, this happened, this is happening, da, 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 he gonna be looked at as a snitch, bitch, somebody who need to get hit, you know what I mean? Whatever the fuck, whatever terminology you want to have for bitch ass nigga or whatever, right? Even if you're right. Even if it's justified, niggas gonna be like, well, I ain't do nothing around him either. You rarely hear white people calling each other snitches, bro, or rats or whatever. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a cultural reasoning behind it, you know, because like back in the day, slavery times, whatever. Policemen were really people who caught slaves, and black folks didn't really like telling other black folks what another black person was, and if you was. That's where the snitching come from, to protect your community. People snitching and stuff like that and ratting came from people honestly telling people about certain organizations in the community and like shit like that. But now it went from snitches and rats. In my opinion, I might be wrong, you know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, it came from protecting your neighborhood, right? Like, to me, back in the day, a snitch is you and the Black Panther, right? And y'all come up with this secret plan of bettering the people. And you go and you tell the white folks, like, how y'all plan to do that shit, then they stop that shit. You just snitched. You just ratted. Now, it went from us protected. Snitches were people who created the issue of crime. Now snitches are people who are doing crime. You know what I'm saying? So it went from like, oh, you snitching on our people, to, oh, you snitching on the nigga who doing the crime because you doing it. You know what I'm saying? Which is it's a weird morphing of whatever. But that's just in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I feel like personally, between me and my virtual family, that snitching came from protecting people. Like, a snitch was like somebody who, like, yeah, he ran that way, you know what I'm saying, in the woods. You know what I'm saying? He over there. And it's a black person telling on another black person, and a slave telling on another slave, so he could be a house nigga type shit, right? And then it went from that to, oh yeah, he sold hella drugs. He got 10 pounds in the closet right now up under the Nikes, you know, that type shit. So it just is weird morphing. However, white people, there's really no history of. You got motherfuckers that's doing white collar crime or whatever, right? Blue collar crime, whatever the fuck it's called, right? Both. And they don't even, like Tim Allen, you don't hear no white person on YouTube calling Tim Allen a snitch. Tim Allen 20 years ago had 650 kilos of cocaine. 650 grams, not kilos, 650 grams of cocaine that he got caught with. You feel me? On the plane. Tim Allen, the home improvement guy, right? You don't even hear people, no white person saying that shit. Not E! News, motherfucking TMZ, motherfucking 1090J, motherfucking Vlad T. None of these white people are calling Tim Allen a snitch. They call that shit a watershed moment for this dude, right? And shout out to Tim Allen. I'm not trying to throw him under the bus or nothing, because, like I said, white people don't even give a fuck about that shit like that, for real. I'm just being honest. I'm just using them as an example of how the cultural difference is and how it exists. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying all that to say that that's why Young Thug wants to be seen as a white person, not only because there's more white people to appeal to in this society to help sell his album, he also doesn't want to be seen as a snitch in this certain group. You know what I mean? It's real shit. It's just real shit. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Where is my video at? What are we doing right now? Hold on, y'all. I don't see my shit. Nigga, what are we doing? Hold it down. Hold it down. Let's see what we're doing. All right, y'all. Yeah. We got it. So look, you know, I think that you feel me. Thug is playing he's playing psychological warfare with people right now, and people don't even notice the shit. You feel me? Like he's not playing you, but he's making you look at him literally different. You know what I'm saying? Literally different. Oh, I did spell it right. Oh, fuck. That's what was going on. My bad, y'all. Hold on. Oh, it's an A in that motherfucker. But yeah, so I think Young Thug wants you to look at him differently because he just knows that white skin plays a big part in this society. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't really like, I ain't too fucked up about it. Young Thug, I never looked at Young Thug as somebody to like change my motherfucking view on politics or any of this shit. So I'm not really mad at him doing this stupid ass shit. Like saying the word nigger in the first, you know what I'm saying, part of the fucking album. Like, I'm not, niggas, like, bro, the nigga wore a dress, first of all. Let's just be honest. Why am I saying that? I'm not saying that because I'm trying to bash him even. I'm just saying, think about a grown ass man wore a dress that an 8-year-old wears. That nigga down to do whatever the fuck he need to do to get your attention. It ain't about his sexuality. I don't know if Young Thug's gay or not. I haven't been in the bed with him, right? Right? I don't got no Diddy tapes on this nigga, right? What I'm saying is, if you just look at his actions, he's down to do whatever to get your attention, to make you look at him and say, holy shit, what the fuck is this? Bro, it's an attention grabber. If you paid attention in English class, then you would know that the first 4 or 5 sentences need to grab your attention with certain words, the way that you word it, the word placement, which is probably like the way that you word it, but word placement, the different adjectives that you describe. You need to be able to grab my attention from the jump. This is why in some movies, when you watch some movies, they start off with a jump scare. You know what I'm saying? Or they start off with like an argument. Like you got some movies that start off with an argument. They panning in, they might be panning like in a window or something. You just see a motherfucker arguing and the zoom in and you hear about, it's all of these different strategies, this strategical way to not just catch your attention, but to captivate your attention and advert whatever you were paying attention to before to what's going on right now, right? So that album cover to me is nothing more than an attention grabber, like he was writing an essay in English class. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's not like he probably was trying to do something with the name of the album. You watch Scooty, which is like the name of the biggest, brightest star or something, whatever. And if you're just being honest, well, I'm 50-50 on that, but what I'm about to say, not 100%, but I'm 50-50 on what I'm about to say. Some of the biggest stars in America are white. It's just what it is. That's it. You got niggas like, exceptions to the rule, like Drake, Niggas like The Weeknd. I would even say like Future. You know what I'm saying? I would even say Future. If we're going to actors, you got Denzel. You know what I'm saying? You got Will Smith. You got all different type of shit. But I can name a slew of white stars. A shit ton of them that have been huge, regardless if you like them or not. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? So, comedians, athletes, quarterbacks. You get what I'm saying? So, like, there's way more white. They make certain shit for black people, like superstar, right? Like LeBron James, Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Usain Bolt. I'm not saying that, but if we talk about like just if you look at, bro, it's way more white than it is black when we talk about superstars. And then a name, Eminem, a name. You feel me? Justin Bieber, a name. Jimmy Fallon, a name. Charlie Kirk, a name. In their own right, in their own sector, in their own niche. But these people are white and bigger than black people in that sector. Let's be honest. In Woke Insanity, what's good, man? Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, so it's to me, it's a deeper meaning on why he had the whole white face and why he did that. It was deeper than just a shock value. He wanted to be looked at as a white person because he knows that white people really don't be calling each other snitches and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a psychological warfare going on. Every time you look at that album cover, Young Thug isn't black. That right there alone should tell you, to give you it's a dead giveaway. In my opinion, it's a dead giveaway on what he's trying to do. Because at first I was looking at the album cover, I'm like, is he doing whiteface? But no, if he was doing whiteface, he would have been black with a white face. He has white skin. That's totally different. He didn't whiteface it. He white skinned it. I'm telling you, it's totally different. I'm telling you. For real, man. I'm telling you. That shit is totally different than having a white. It's different between white face and white skin. Big facts, bro. Okay? But that's what I wanted to say about you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to harp on it too long because I want to get to the other subjects as well. You know what I mean? So let's talk about this Drake and Partynextdoor thing, right? Oh, wait, we got somebody who commented, white face, black face, don't matter, it's stupid. Do you know non-binary Sub-Zero? I don't even know what that means, Mr. English. Shout out to Mr. English. Shout out to Devs. I have no idea what the fuck that means. And in my opinion, he did not use white face. He used white skin. It's totally different. He didn't use a white face. His hands are white. His eyes are blue. That's not a white face. That's white skin. That's totally different. You know what I'm saying? Mr. English, you going dumb right now. Crabs, success, mushy peas, trout. I have no idea what that means, but I don't know if that spells something out, if it's an acronym, if it's like something going on the internet, or niggas just saying random shit, whatever. But no, he didn't white face it. He white skinned it. And that to me, totally different. Totally fucking different. Because it would have been different if he would have had a white face and you could see like black skin, like say, let's say whited his face like that, but then you can see like his black skin. You know what I'm saying? Totally different. No, he looks like a white man. He looks like a white man with braids and tattoos. That's what he looked like. Straight up. You feel me? That's totally different to me than you put on a white face. Like, if you look at the Drake picture, the story of Adidon, that's blackface. That's blackface. You get what I'm saying? Sup, my nigga. I like elephants and my girlfriend like hippos. Which do you prefer? I'm gonna have to say elephants, my guy. I'm gonna have to prefer with elephants. So let's talk about Drake, Partynextdoor. Let's talk about the Grammys. For me, how I feel about this whole Drake situation, the Partynextdoor shit, is at first glance, but just think about what's going on, they're hypocrites. No, they hypocrites. No, I don't like mushy peas, bro. They hypocrites. And I don't like mushy peas, Mr. English. They hypocrites. Because how could you use something that you did somebody about and then come back and try to get what you dissed in there? Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody hand him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man at the house. Like, what are we talking about? And then, you know, what's crazy is you made it this way. And nobody asked for you to diss, you know what I'm saying, the Grammys and shit like that. So for you to put your bid in, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. Yo, I just saw that he got black man attribute, but white. Yeah, Devs, I think that's totally different. You feel me? I think that's just, to me, that's just totally different. You feel me, Devs? To me, that's totally different. Putting on a black face, but then if somebody white made themselves black, but they did black skin and not black face, that's totally different. It might still come off as black faces, but if I can't say that about Thug and not say that about that, it's gonna come off different. You know what I'm saying? Like when Robert Downey Jr. put on I think he was fully black. He was like a full black man. He didn't put on a black face. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. You know what I'm saying? I might still feel some type of way about it because of the history of blackface and how, you know, white people used to steal content from black people, and to make it more authentic, they stole their material and then put on a black face to make fun of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit, yeah. Blackface, but yeah, exactly, right? But there's a history behind blackface. There's really no history behind whiteface or white. You know what I'm saying? White skin. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's like an actual historical history behind white people using blackface. It's also a metaphor too. You know what I'm saying? That's why Kendrick said, how many black features do you want to, how many black features until you black enough, I think, or something like that, right? That's where that came from. You know what I mean? Mr. English, I appreciate it. I respectfully decline your offer, but I would love for you to stay here and continue to watch the video, right? But Drake and Partynextdoor being in the Grammy conversation is very weird. I think Drake had a speech that to get the Grammys cut off. He was trying to make some type of stance. Years later, he dissed Kendrick for winning Grammys. Kendrick went and won 5 Grammys for his diss, which rubbed it in his face more. Rubbed in his face more. So for us, and us, I mean black people and people who respect the culture and shit like that, it's weird to see. That's like Kendrick saying fuck Drake, and now he trying to do a song with him. That's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Well, that's like Kendrick fucking not really calling out Atlanta, but kind of going to Atlanta after he called Drake the nigga who go to Atlanta and said, yeah, let's do some songs together. Nah. You know what I'm saying? So Kendrick didn't do that. He went and had a sold out tour. Maybe 100 tickets here and there that wasn't, you know what I mean? Fuck, man. Maybe 100 tickets here and there that wasn't sold or some shit, some dumb shit like that, bro, in each one. But there's always going to be some seats open because niggas probably ain't going to make it to the concert. It'd be some little shit like that, right? But it wasn't like you couldn't tell. You feel what I'm saying? You couldn't fucking tell, right? Like, nigga, if you got 50,000 people in the stadium and you got, it's 1,000 seats that you ain't sell, this shit sold out, bro. Come on. Fuck out of here. Fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. It was 5,000 people. Shit sold out. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about the algorithm pushing the fatigue shit? What are you talking about? You talking about black fatigue? Is that what you're talking about right now? You talking about black fatigue? Is that what you're referring to when you say the word fatigue? I just feel like that's some psyop shit, or it's just like some weird shit. That's some weird shit to cause division. You know what I'm saying? And a reason for racist white people to say, look at those niggers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel, bro. And for black people who are quote unquote conservative to also say, look at these niggers. Like, it's just stupid, bro. It's not all of us. So, like, I'm not going to go out here and do none of that shit that I see. Like, and the thing about it is, too, for me, the thing about that specifically is that people who have an issue with black fatigue is the same people that's watching the content getting fatigued off of it. So I don't know. I feel very, very differently about that. I feel like that was made up to cause division. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only reason why that even exists is because you watch it. Stop watching it and you won't get fatigued off of it. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. That right there is a simple right. That's a simple solution. Just stop fucking watching it. No. You know what I'm saying? No, you're not going to stop watching it. You know why? Because you like to see black people do stupid shit. What are we talking about? If you like to see black people do stupid shit, that's your algorithm. That's your fault. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't listen to the same songs every day. I don't watch the same people every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't even do my favorite things every day. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all to watch some shit that y'all quote unquote don't like, that's a lie. Exactly. It's like calling white drunk girls falling off the table, but calling it carrying fatigue. If I'm going around watching videos of white girls getting drunk, I'm going to eventually say, oh, why all y'all white girls getting drunk? You get what I'm saying? It's just that simple, bro. Roy Demio, what's good? Roy Demio, what's good? I'm back, man. What's good, man? Yeah, I'm talking about this Drake shit. I'm talking about the Grammys. Very hypocritical. Also, and I've said this before, but shout out Charles Brown because he's a bigger content creator and more people heard him say it, but I've said this before him. You know what I'm saying? Before I even start watching him. UMG is lining Drake up. This is why this nigga got 100. See you, devs. I appreciate you, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And make sure you watch the new video I just dropped, man. Everybody go before if you about to leave anyway. For the people who are about to leave, Go check out the new video I just dropped, man. And let me know how y'all like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got more collabs coming with some products and shit. So shout out to Furmoo, man. Furmoo, man. Shout out to Furmoo. Shout out to Furmoo, man. Matter of fact, hold on. Furmoo, baby. Nice glasses. You feel me? Term usual suspects come from repeated patterns and the ones who are seen to act out the most. It's one thing to say that, but it's another thing to make a certain group look like they're doing the same thing over and over again, whether that be white, black, Mexican, Asian, Jamaican, or that thereof. You feel me? Like, let's be real. If I was to go off quote unquote usual suspects, I'm just being real. Since there's more white people here, there's a lot more stereotypes that's available for y'all than it is black people. Than it is anybody. Because it's 5 times as many people. You feel what I'm saying? So I could say it's stereotypical for white women to touch kids. I could look at every white teacher right now, white woman. I could look at every white teacher that's a woman and say, "You like kids." You know what I'm saying? That's not fucking true. If you look on the news, however, and you look within the past 25 fucking years, there are a lot of white women who like to touch kids. This is what it is. You feel me? Because statistically speaking, there's more white women than any other group teaching kids right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's for me. It's just taking statistics and playing it in your favor instead of taking statistics and trying to figure out a solution. We just amplify what the problem is that's going on. I can amplify anything and make it a stereotype. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So the whole Drake thing is weird, man. The Drake and Partynextdoor thing is weird. Partynextdoor got caught in the middle of it. I feel like that was probably one of the worst moves ever. Yeah, they sold a lot. The sales don't really matter to me because they big artists. They're gonna sell regardless. That's not the case. It's Partynextdoor being used as a chess piece rather than somebody who actually, because you could have came out with this shit. You could have came out with this shit like before the beef. You could have been took Partynextdoor on tours and help him set up his own tour. I mean, it's just I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's just weird, bro. Like, and Drake still got the lawsuit. Obviously, that shit is hurting his brand. Well, no, I lied. It's helping his brand because UMG wants to look good by giving him everything he wants, right? But you feel me? It's hurting his brand because of the fact that deep down he know that ain't nobody never did this shit before. So when we talking about culture, rap, hip hop, that's not a part of it. You feel what I'm saying? It's just simple and plain. So that's what that is, right? But let's talk about, last but not least, this Kendrick show that got canceled. From my sources and me doing my YouTube research, all right, we can honestly say that Kendrick Lamar's show wasn't canceled because of ticket sales. I wanted y'all to see that come out of my eyes, right? I'm putting these thermal glasses. Shout out to thermal, man, putting these glasses back on. You feel me? Anyway, yeah. So you know, I think that specifically the OVO gang, I feel like the OVO gang definitely wanted to look for some type of loss, right? The only people who lost in this situation was the people who bought the tickets and didn't get to see Kendrick Lamar perform. You feel me? The venue said Kendrick Lamar was there. The promoter said Kendrick Lamar was there. Hours before the fucking, performance, they said that they was having issues with the stage. You know what I'm saying? So it's not something that was caused because of ticket sales, or it's not something that was caused because Kendrick Lamar was late, or none of that shit. It was the venue, and they said it was shaky, and the way that they was handling it probably wasn't the best at the time. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like, what else can you say? Just real shit. Like, I don't know. For somebody looking for somebody looking for an issue with that, that's crazy to me. You feel me? That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think that when you enter into the industry, there's going to be a lot of attacks on your mental, your spiritual, and obviously your physical, because you working shit out, right? But like, at the end of the day, the man still putting work in. Motherfucker sold out. And to my knowledge, every time he step out, it's at least 30 to 60,000 people coming. He sold 1,000,000 tickets in like 25 shows. I think less than that. Had the biggest co-headlining tour, bigger than Jay-Z and all these, everybody who's had years in the game before him. So I don't know. One slip up that wasn't even his fault, mind you. Like, when Drake shows got canceled, it was like 4 shows got canceled in Australia. A show got canceled over here. He had multiple shows that was canceled, and some of them said it was ticket sales. You had mixed reviews on that, whatever. But just one show in Bogota, Colombia. I mean, and canceled shows happened too. He was on the road the whole time. Like it's the reason why Kendrick is getting looked at like this is because of how he's handling the situation. He just letting that shit play out. He's not on Instagram. He's not on Twitter. He's not responding to every single fucking thing. So you can't sit here and be like, but damn, he feels some type of way about this shit, or people ain't got nothing to have an opinion on, especially if it's the people who run the venue saying it was kind of our fault. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So ain't really too much to say about that. To be real, really too much to say about that, bro. I ain't really got too much to say about that shit at all. Like, in the end of it, bro, the nigga went on a historical run with SZA. Then he continued by himself. He killing it. He probably got like some open action, something like that. But I think it's him. I think it's just him, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Correct me if I'm wrong. If y'all watch this and y'all get to this point, y'all like, no, he had this opener. He had da da da. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So, hey, but look though, man. Shout out to Firmoo, man, for sending me the new glasses, bro. Them bitches is fresh. I like them. I will be promoting them, promoting the fuck out of them. First big collab from a big company. They huge, man. They got other influencers as well. I want to be the top seller. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go check out that new video that I just dropped, man. Unboxing the product. It got all the information that you need on there. The link is in the description to use my promo code BOLO40. That's BOLO40. Go to firmoo.com. Tell them Bolo sent you. You feel me? 40% off some glasses. Bro, if some glasses is $100, $200, $100 glasses to be $60, bro. $200 glasses be like $120, bro. Christmas coming. Christmas coming up, y'all. You feel me? Christmas is coming. So look, let's be smart here, okay? Let's be smart and use the code. Let's be smart. Let's use the code, okay? Let's have a Merry Christmas and a Happy fucking New Year. Get you some sunglasses. Get you your prescription glasses. Get you lenses. Bro. You could talk to people. You could call the HR. I done called the HR department all that. Talk to them. They good people, bro. They working people. They making sure that what we talked about is what we got going on, and what they got going on their side is what they got going on, bro. That shit gonna come and she gonna get delivered, and it's gonna be there, bro. It's gonna be there. You feel me? Just shout out to my little lizard too. I ain't named him yet. Found it in my car. On my car mirror. I flipped my car mirror a little bit, and it's a fucking lizard. I caught that motherfucker. Now I got it in a little jar. I got to get a little mini tank for it or whatever. I don't know what to feed it, man. I'm thinking about getting popsicle sticks, putting some honey on it, letting some bugs just collect on there, and then just putting it in there, the small little gnats or whatever and shit. I don't know, feed them something, you know what I'm saying? Don't nigga go hungry. But hey, I'm about to dip. I'm about to skedaddle, you feel me? I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all make sure, check out the channel. Go to my Firmoo video. Click on the link. Check out the website. Make sure you use my promo code. I'm out. Peace.